I'm back! Did you miss me? Wow, my friends, it has been a couple of months since I've posted on YouTube, and I have so much to catch you up on, from my summer adventures and where I've been all summer, to Planty Updates, which includes, yes, many Hoya Blooms. I got a lot of Hoya Blooms over the summer, surprisingly, and I have a few on the way, so that's super exciting, and I'm going to share that with you. And I acquired a couple of Wishlist plants over the summer, so I am going to show you my little Planty haul and everything that I've acquired over the summer, which is kind of like an unboxing, but without the box. So get comfy, grab a snack, grab a drink. I know I have mine in my cute little Planty Halloween cup that I found at Marshall's. And let's catch up. Hey plant fam, long time no see, and welcome back finally to Shy Girl Plants. If you're brand new here, my name is Cheyenne, and I am so glad you're here and that you've found your way to my planty corner of the internet. And if you are not new and you've been following along with me for a little while, I've missed you. I am so excited to finally be back from my completely unintentional mini YouTube hiatus, and it feels so good to finally be back behind the camera, chatting with you, and getting back into my YouTube groove. Now, over the last couple of months, or all of summer, I guess I should say, I did have a few of you reach out to me to check in on me and ask how I'm doing and ask where I've gone. And I just want to take a moment to say how much I appreciated that and how much that meant to me. Because, you know, my YouTube channel is still really new. I only started this earlier this year, and it's still really new. I'm still trying to figure out how to balance content creator life and professional life and personal life. And yet, we've already built such a really beautiful community with really amazing people, and I've made such amazing friends all across the world through this YouTube channel in such a short amount of time. And it's become a really lovely space that I'm happy to come back to and to be in and to communicate with all of you and just share our love and our passion for plants and this hobby. And we get to learn together and grow together, and we share knowledge with each other. And that was really the whole point of me starting this channel, was to build community and to share the knowledge that I've accumulated, but really it's because of this love of plants. So to have such a beautiful community already is just so wonderful and inspiring. And what's even more exciting to me is that since my last video that I posted, my followers has increased. So there are so many new faces here and so many new friends here, and I'm so grateful for you and I'm so glad you're here. So that's really exciting. And I just wanted to take a moment to talk about that and express my gratitude for that. But I guess that brings me to the question of the hour, which is, Bella, where the hell have you been, Loca? Twilight reference? Anyone? Just me. Okay, cool. But all jokes aside, I just got swept up in life, like the beautiful whirlwind that is life, and how it is constantly an ebb and a flow. But I know I've mentioned it on here before, but I am not a full-time content creator yet. One day. One day that would be amazing, to be a full-time planty content creator. But for now, I have a full-time job. I'm a corporate girly during the week. And then I have, you know, this YouTube channel and my little plant business. If you're new here, I vend locally at local plant markets, so I do have that small business, and those are here and there, but I did have a plant market over the summer, so I'll chat about that a little bit more because that was so fun. But aside from all those things, the other aspect of my life that I haven't mentioned on here yet is that I am actually an actress, singer, and dancer professionally. I've been performing since I was a little kid. I went to college for musical theater. I've performed in New York, in Los Angeles, in Orange County, and over the summer I was performing. I was back on stage, and I got to be in a wonderful musical called In the Heights. I'm sure some of you have heard of it. It's now a big motion picture as well. It's a movie that came out a couple years ago, but it is by Lin-Manuel Miranda, and he is now very big and known for his Disney involvement, like Moana, for example. And this is a show that I've been wanting to do for years and years and years, and I finally got to do it. I got to play the role of Camila Rosario, and I got to share stage with some amazingly talented people, and I am so proud of this musical that we put on. If you're interested in seeing a little bit of that, I will link a video here of my performance in that show. Fair warning, I do have a performer YouTube channel, but it is not really active. Honestly, all the videos on there are old and from when I was in college and performing a lot. And the most recent video is the one that I did this summer. So that's kind of it. I don't know if I'll post more things on there, so don't feel like you need to go follow it or anything like that. It's just, if you're interested in seeing the specific performance from over the summer, I have one of my musical numbers posted there, so that's that. But that's, honestly, that took up most of my time this summer because I was in rehearsals for a month and then I was in performances for a month, so it looked like going to work full time during the day, then going to rehearsals at night, going home, eat, sleep, repeat for a month. Then the shows opened, so I was in performances, and I was not prepared on how to balance filming time and getting things edited and finding time to sleep somewhere in between there. And then aside from that, like, it's just been a hustle season for my husband and I over the summer. My husband works full time too, and he is actually pursuing his bachelor's degree, so he goes to school at night. And sometimes that means I have to flex a little bit more with my schedule and make sure that he is supported so that he has the time and the energy to commit to his school 100%. So it means that I got a little busy around the house and doing more things to make sure he's not stressing, you know, about our day-to-day, so that he can rest and also focus on his education, because, you know, education is priceless. So I'm so proud of him for doing that and accomplishing that and working towards that. So it's just been a little hectic with all of us working and things. And then on top of that, our kitty cat update is that we did have some veterinary scares over the summer. I had someone ask me recently in another video in the comments, do I have pets? The answer is yes, I do, and you will definitely see them pop in and out of my videos at will because this is their house. We just live here. But we have Farfalle, she's our oldest, and the queen of the Shy Girl Plants jungle. Queen Farfalle has joined us now. She is here. My baby girl. Hi, Mama. Are you the queen of the jungle? Yes. I love you. I love you. You gonna join me? And Felix is, you can hear him meowing because he's hungry. Oh, there she goes. It's snack time. Then we have Figaro, who's my middle boy. He is the most clingy by far of all my cats. And then we have our newest addition, Felix. He is 1 year old, and he was adopted in December of 2024, and that's because we found him hiding under our car in the parking lot. And my poor boy was living on the streets for a little while, and he's very food insecure, so he is very aggressive with food. He's very food motivated. And one day we came home over the summer, and he was not eating. He was very lethargic. And so we freaked out because that's a big deal. Like, it's a huge night and day shift for him. So we ended up taking him to the vet hospital. We were in and out of there for like a week. Turns out he had eaten one of my hair ties. So those are banned in the house now. But it could have gone one of two ways. It was either no biggie, he's just gonna poop it out and everything's fine, or we have to do emergency surgery because things like a hair tie can get coiled up in their stomach, and it's just a whole thing. So we weren't sure what we needed to do, but ultimately, he's totally fine. He pooped it out. He's back to his normal self. He's fine. But then after that, like the week after Farfalle, our oldest, got an ear infection. So we were back in the vet. We had to give her medicine in her ears, which she absolutely hated. She was in the cone of shame for 2 weeks. So that was a lot on us, balancing all of that. And then towards the end of the summer and the end of August, we finally got to slow down. My husband and I just got back from a week-long vacation in Mexico, which was so lovely. We ate such amazing food. We visited my mother-in-law, who is currently out there, and we did a lot of sightseeing, and I'll throw some B-roll footage here because it was just such a lovely trip. And most importantly, while we were out there, we celebrated my 31st birthday. I'm an August baby, and I got to celebrate my birthday with my husband and my family out there, which was really, really fun. And now we're back, and we are slowing down and getting ready for fall. I know you can probably see some of my Halloween decorations are starting to come out. I am definitely one of those that decorates early for Halloween because it's my favorite holiday. So you'll see a lot of Halloween stuff from me. Like, look at my shirt. I'm even wearing Halloween themed shirts. It's one of my favorite things. And now I'm getting back into the groove of YouTube and getting to spend more time with my plants because they have been hanging on this summer. I have so many things on my list of things that I need to do. So lots of content is coming your way. Now, speaking about content, I had posted a poll on my post page of YouTube asking you all what content you would want to see next, and that is happening. So I'm doing this update video because I wanted to touch base with you all and share with you where I'm at, and also share all the Planty updates and things that have been happening. But the next videos that are gonna come out are that poll, which I'll pop it up here so you can see. So I'm hoping this week actually to get the Hoya propagation video up, and then from there I will do all these lovely videos. And what I want to ask from you is, what other videos would you like to see? I have ideas. I definitely have so much plant chores to catch up on, so many big things I need to do with my personal collection, so I'd love to share all of that with you, but I want to know if there's something specific that you'd like to see. So definitely throw that down in the comments below. What content can I make for you? I love your input, so definitely throw that down below. So that's it for all of my personal life updates. That was a lot, but now you know where I've been all summer. So now it's time to talk about all the Planty updates that have been happening in the Shy Girl Plants jungle. First off, I did mention I did have a summer plant market. It was Plant Stock Farmers Park, and it was so awesome. I really do love vending at plant markets. I think it's the most favorite thing that I do because I get to meet people in person and share all of my plants that I've grown from propagations, and I get to sell my products that I make, and I get to talk plants all day and geek out about them and share this passion with others. So it was so fun. I will throw some B-roll footage here so you can see some of that. It was really awesome. It was just super hot, but it was so much fun. And I already have the next plant market booked, which is also Plant Stock. It's going to be another Plant Stock event, and this one will be in Carlsbad, California. So if you're in that area and want to come say hi, definitely come. I will share more info about it once everything kind of gets finalized and the marketing stuff gets updated, which will be soon. I share most of my update stuff about where I'm going to vend on my Instagram. So if you're not following me yet on social media, I'll pop that up here so you can follow along. But I'll definitely keep you posted about any other markets. But on that vein, I am super excited to share that I am finally working on opening my own online storefront for Shy Girl Plants. I've had so many people ask me, not only on YouTube, but in person too at these markets, do you have an online storefront? Do you have an online store? Can we buy from you online? And I haven't pulled the plug on that yet, partly because shipping plants is really scary to me. I won't go like crazy with it to start. It'll just be like a select few things here and there because there's just so much to do with like shipping plants, and I'm scared if something doesn't arrive well that people will freak out, you know what I mean? So it's scary, but I'm gonna do it. So I'm working on it. It'll be up soon, and it won't just be plants, it'll be the things that I sell at my vendor markets as well. So I have things like soil mixes that I make, soil amendments. I have an anti-pest leaf shine that has become very popular at local markets. So I'll have all those things, and I'm so excited because I'll be able to share them with you. So those of you that are not in California and can't come to these plant markets, you'll have my online storefront now. So that'll be really fun, and we'll see how it goes. So that's a new learning curve, but that'll be coming soon. So I'm excited to share that. Okay, so on to the summer plant haul, which I'm so excited about. There are a couple of wish list plans that have literally been on my list for a while. I went on a personal plant ban for a while, and recently I acquired some Wishlist plants, really because it was my birthday, so treat yourself, right? So I'm going to share those with you. The first one that I'm so happy with and so excited for is this beautiful, lush Hoya linearis. It is so long and beautiful. I don't know if you'll be able to see the whole thing because I'm sitting on my couch, but look how beautiful it is. This is from Curious Plant Killer, and I've had small Hoya linearis before, like just little cuttings and little plants, but I was really itching for a full bushy Hoya linearis, and the goal is to like continue to grow this out and let it be like so full and beautiful, and I just couldn't be more happy with it. It's just so perfect. It arrived very fast, and it was not shipped. It was packaged so well, so it really, this is how it arrived, like so gorgeous and beautiful. It's been flourishing over in my little planty kitchen corner area. And I'm just so excited to have a bushy linearis. For a while, linearis was really hard to find, even just small ones, and they still kind of are. I think because the demand was so high that growing just couldn't keep up with the demand. And so to find a beautiful bushy one like this was just a steal. And I think it's my favorite plant right now in my collection. It's so beautiful. I love it. The next one that I've acquired is the Hoya Discipule, and it is blooming. It does have a bloom on it. Look at how awesome. I've been wanting a Discipule forever, but they are pricier and I just couldn't pull the plug. But then Plants by Melissa, who's my favorite planty YouTuber, had some available in her shop for one of her drops, and I just couldn't pass it up because her plants are literally the best and the most beautiful and the most well cared for. And I mean, in the listing that she had for this, the bloom was in the listing, and I mean, you know, it's understood that if you're purchasing a Hoya with blooms, they may not make shipping, but this has survived and it's lasted a long while. I got this a couple weeks ago already, so speechless. It's stunning. Beautiful Hoya. I think there's a new peduncle forming right here, so that'll have another bloom there. I just couldn't be happier. In addition to that, this cute little pot is from Plant Palette Studio. I got this at the recent plant stock market that I vended. She was vending there as well. And isn't it just perfect? Look how cute this pot is, and she handmade it. It's beautiful. I am so glad that these two paired together so well. So I have the setup like this, and it's so amazing. And I'm just so happy to have this plant in my collection. Moving on, another plant from Plants by Melissa, because I just couldn't pass it up. This is a philodendron sauteroy. Isn't it beautiful? And I don't know if I want to put it on a moss pole and make it really big, but I just love the way that this philodendron looks. The pillowy leaves that get really big with like the silver tones to it. It's just so gorgeous. I've had big philodendrons like this before. This one's not big yet, but I've had big philodendrons like this, like Gloriosum, Sauteroy, SP Columbia, and they just got too big for my space, and then I kind of fell out of love with them for a little bit. But this one I've been eyeballing for a long time, and I just know how gorgeous Plants by Melissa's Sauteroy was, so I'm just excited to have a variation of that, of what she had. And I'm just excited to have it in my collection. And this little cute cup that it's in, I found this at the thrift store. It's also hand painted, which to me personally, this was just an awesome find. It's beautiful. And this little plant fits perfectly in there. So this is another one I got as a summer birthday plant, I guess you could say. So there's that. Then, actually like last week, so this one's really new, I got this tiny little Anthurium King of Spades. This one I got from just someone on Facebook who was selling it, and they're local to me, and sometimes that's the best way to find plants and the best deals to find plants. So this King of Spades is very tiny, but I'm really excited to watch it grow. I love getting plants when they're smaller or seedlings because I get to be the one in charge of their care, and it's really, really fulfilling watching something from seedling or seed grow and develop and know that you put the effort into it to make it what it is. So I'm really, really excited to see this one grow. And I will pop a picture here of what the adult version of this plant looks like. I'm really excited to have this anthurium in my collection because I do not have anything like this. So that's fun. And last, but certainly not least, and probably the most beautiful in my opinion, is a plant that I got at Plant Stock, the event that I vended. This is a Drosera capensis from Drosera Dreams. And I have a little axolotl in there, or in Spanish it would be ajolot. That's how it's pronounced. And I absolutely love it. I don't know if it's focusing and if you're able to see how beautiful it is, but it is just absolutely thriving, this little Drosera, and it has its little tentacles, I guess you could say. It's like a reddish purple. It's so hard to see. I don't know if you could see it. But anyway, it's so beautiful, and I have it in this like big chalice that I got from the Madonna Inn. It's like a famous hotel, historical hotel or something in like Northern California-ish, Central California, something like that. I didn't stay there, but my mom and I on a road trip stopped by, and they have these big, beautiful chalices that they sell. It says Madonna Inn on it. And it was just like a perfect little fit for this Drosera because with carnivorous plants, they always need a little bit of like a water reserve kind of in the bottom. So this one just happened to be a perfect setup, and I'm so happy with it, and it's just a really, really beautiful Drosera. And I am really, really becoming quite obsessed with carnivorous plants. I just think they're so pretty and beautiful, and the fact that they eat bugs is fantastic. So that's the last of my little summer plant haul. In other planty news, the thing that I'm most excited to share with you as far as like my personal collection plant updates go is the Hoya Blooms that are happening. If you happen to watch my Hoya collection tour, which I posted earlier this year, and I'll link it here too if you want to go back and check it out, you'll know that I got into Hoya collection like last year. So I'm still on the newer end of Hoya, but they have quickly become one of my favorite plant genuses, and I have collected so many Hoyas in that amount of time. But because a lot of those plants are new to my collection, I haven't really had too many blooms happen just yet because a lot of my Hoyas I got as cuttings or as little seedlings. So they take some time to mature and to develop blooms. But this summer, I actually had a good amount of blooms, and I have two actually that are currently in bloom, so I'm going to go take you around and show you those. I have another that blooms are on the way, and then I have my Hoya crassipedialata Splash that just finished blooming, so the blooms are gone, but I will pop a picture of those beauties here so you can see them. I was so proud, and I'm going to post them on my Instagram as well once the last Hoya that's pending blooms. I'm going to do a little post about my Hoya blooms because it's so exciting. You know, like a lot of people collect Hoya because of the blooms. I personally like collecting Hoya for the foliage. I love the way that they look, and I love the prehistoric veiny Hoya leaves that have texture. So that's why I do it, but it is really, really exciting to finally have some blooms. So I'm going to take you around and show you those. The first Hoya that I have over here is my Hoya carandangiana, which is a Hoya from the Philippines. This one, I don't know how good the lighting is here, but this one just bloomed today. Look how beautiful. Sorry, my hands are so shaky. These delicate little blooms, like, how gorgeous is that? I will take some better photos with my little micro camera, and I'm going to post them on Instagram if you want to see a closer look later. But this just bloomed today, and I'm so excited. The smell isn't like anything too crazy. It's a floral scent, but it's not very strong. And this is the plant itself, and there's another bloom coming in right here. So this should bloom pretty soon as well. So that's crazy. We have like this one long vine with two blooms, and this is the lovely plant. I love this Hoya because it has these beautiful light veins and then these long skinny leaves. So it's just different. And of course it's from the Philippines and I am Filipino. So repping my country proud, you know what I mean? To have this bloom, which is really exciting. And you know what? Actually, somebody at my recent plant event that I vended, I had propagations of this plant for sale, and they asked me, like, you know, have you seen this one bloom yet? And I said, no, it hasn't bloomed in my care yet. And then literally like 2 weeks later, here we are. So beautiful. All right, y'all, the next Hoya that I have in bloom is in my Hoya cabinet that's in the bedroom, and it is grown wild, y'all. I have so many Hoya that need haircuts and that are going to get propagated soon, especially for the October plant market coming up. But here it is. It's my Hoya Carnosa Madeira Green Edge back there. And this is the gorgeous bloom that it produced. And it's huge. Like, I can't even, it's huge. Like, look at in comparison to my hand. So, and it's so plump and lush. And she's actually been like this for like 2 weeks. It hasn't passed away yet on me. So that one is in bloom and it's beautiful, and I'm so happy to have that one blooming. And then also in this cabinet, I also have my Hoya Griffithii Silver with these huge blooms that are coming in. I'm counting down the days till they bust open. I feel like they've been like this for a little while now. I've been waiting patiently, but they're coming soon. And these are like massive blooms, like they're huge. So I'm really excited to see them in action, and we'll have that out soon. I almost forgot that there's one more thing that I'm super excited to update you on, because it has just like exploded. And that is my carnivorous plant bog bowl that I created with my husband, and I'll link that video here if you haven't seen it and want to check it out. But it has grown so much since we made it, and I really have to show you what it looks like now. Ta-da! Look how huge these Pinguiculas are. These were so tiny when we put this together. I'm gonna try to tilt it and show you without dropping all my little cutesy critters that are in there. I have a capybara back here, if you can see it, next to the green frog, a little alien hiding in there. But these ones on the rocks were just tiny little things when we put this bowl together, and they have exploded. Like, it is almost the size, it really is the size of my hand, honestly. One of the little Droseras over here has gotten really big too, if you can see it. And then I have a few smaller ones here on this rock that were a little bit more slow growing, so they're still growing. But these big ones here on the major rock formation got so big that I actually had to remove one and put it in its own pot. So let me show you that next. So here it is. This is the one that I removed from the rock bowl, and I gave it its own ping pot, which is something new that I've acquired, is this ping pot from Understory Labyrinth. It's absolutely gorgeous. I have been wanting a ping pot from her for so long, and I finally got one, and it's just awesome. It's a pot where all of this is put together. So the reservoir goes here, and then there's a little hole in the bottom that distributes the water to the pings. I'm gonna be honest with you, when I transferred over this ping to this new ceramic plant, I think it's still adjusting. I had it up on a pumice stone in the bog bowl, so it wasn't directly in the soil. And in this setup, it is directly in the soil, and I think it's just adjusting still. Still trying to figure out watering schedule for this. I know they don't want to be super sopping wet, and they kind of want to have a little breathing room between waterings. So I'm still trying to figure it out, but it's really beautiful, and it has established itself in the pot, so that's really exciting. It needs water, so I'm gonna put some distilled water here. So that was my other little plant update that I was super, super excited for over the summer, was the ping bowl. The carnivorous plant bowl just took off. And really quickly, a couple of fun pottery that I found, because I want to get more into plant styling. Like, I feel like this year I've gotten more into ceramics and displaying my plants in a really beautiful way. rather than just having them in their plastic containers. So while I was in Mexico, I did get a couple of Talavera pottery. We traveled to Puebla, Mexico, which is in central Mexico, and Puebla is known for Talavera pottery. So I grabbed a few while I was over there, and they are so beautiful. And yes, you can get Talavera here in the States pretty easily, like Home Goods has some, you know what I mean? But these were really unique, the ones that I found in Mexico, and I haven't seen these color variations here in the States or the designs here in the States. So I got a couple while I was over there, and I thought I'd share them. So there's this one, this pastel Talavera. So pretty. I've not really seen a pastel colored one. Like typically you see like the really vibrant, bold colors, but not pastel like this. So this is one. This is probably like a 4-inch, 3 or 4-inch. 4-inch. This is a 4-inch. Then the next one I have is the same style. It's a little bit bigger, but also that pastel coloring. So these two are similar, but just slightly different. And I haven't seen like pastel colors like this. So this was really exciting to find over there. And then the third one I got is this one, which is really fun and different. Just a different design and style than a normal Talavera like the other ones that I just showed. This one just really stuck out to me over there. So I picked it up and it's really fun to have, and I can't wait to find plants or decide which plants are gonna go in these. So that'll be really cool. And then literally yesterday, I was in Home Goods shopping. I was in Home Goods with my husband shopping, and of course, because Halloween season, I got this little pot. I actually think it's for food. And okay, let's talk about this. The one pet peeve I have with Marshall's, Home Goods, Ross, the stores and the like, anybody who works there, why do y'all put the stickers on the side? Why do you put it on the design? Why can't you put it on the bottom? Or even here? Why do you have to put it on the side? Because then you have all those little, like, they have the pattern, like, holes in the sticker. Like, they put, like, circles. And I get it, because they want to make it difficult to remove the sticker, right? To, like, dissuade theft. But like, come on, now I have to sit here and like peel this off and use Goo Gone to try to clear it off. And it's such a pain in the butt, and it ruins, you know, the look. But still, it is super cute, and I'm going to use it for one of my plants, and it's just perfect in season. I will probably put it back up here on my little credenza behind the couch. And yeah, that's my Planty haul for the summer. As I mentioned, the next video that I plan to be posting is my Hoya propagation for success video. And as you saw, as I took you around to see those Hoya blooms, there are a lot of Hoyas that need a haircut and a trim. And I am starting to prep for my October plant market. So I want to have a good variety of Hoya available along with other plants. So stay tuned. I'm so grateful for you, so thankful for you for sticking around. And if you're new, welcome. I'm excited for you to join the Shy Girl Plants jungle. And it was just really fun getting to catch up with y'all. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye. If you're brand new, my name is Shy. Okay. Out. So I have had